Alrighty, welcome to the next tutorial. And in this markout tutorial, I wanted to just show you all how to create a card. So, creating a card is pretty simple. You go to creation, you go to card crafter. Now there are multiple ways to create cards in the game, or as I would like to say, a basic way and a more advanced way. So the general way that you want to do it, or basic way, is you go to card crafter. It's time for a new mouse. Card crafter. And let's say I'll create a new card. We'll call this tutorial move. I can choose the card type if it's going to be powerhouse, high flyer, submission, hardcore, any of these. And these will actually come into use more in the future when I plan on introducing wrestler types and how those will interact with card types. Then you also have the card art. So this is just the image I want to use. So we'll say back kick. And we can choose a body part. So head, torso, arms, legs. And we'll just say that this is head. And we'll just say this is going to be tutorial kick. And we'll make that a strong attack. And now what's cool is you can actually choose the poses for this move. So I can go inside of the poses and I can say, and these are a lot of poses that people have actually created with their cards I have access to now. So I'm going to just say, let's do the duck kip up. And let's go back to back kick. Let's do back kick 2. So let's preview the move. And I like that. So that is going to do it. And we'll hit save. And then we have our move. Now something cool you can do is you can actually publish this to the Steam store. So if I hit publish, this will actually give me a screen that allows me to publish it to the Steam store. But we're not going to do that. I actually want to go back and show you something else. And this card will pop up at the bottom of the list here. Now something else I want to show you is the pose creator. So the pose crafter or creator is used to actually create custom poses for the moves that you want to create. So for instance, how I just used that back kick, if I wanted to, I could go in and let's say I wanted to go in here and I wanted to make my wrestler bend over a little more. I like to say that this is like the action figure mode where you can you have your two wrestlers here. You can choose a body part and then you can just rotate that body part. So now you can see I'm just bending them over a little bit more. And we are going to give his body a little more of a twist so that the kick looks a bit more impactful. And then we will bend over this wrestler a bit. And this is pretty cool, like the things you can do. So this is just me showing you something real quick, just editing the body parts. You can actually move them. So if I hit Z, so I can just see my axis, I can actually select move on the wrestler. And the red axis is what we will move them along. So let's see. So now you can see them moving around. So this is, as you can imagine, pretty freaking powerful. Like you can literally create any move. This is how I created every single move in the game with this tool. You've got different, so you can hit H to hide everything. You can hit toggle details to hide just the middle section. You can hit controls and that'll pop up all the controls in the game. For instance, you can do L to disable the camera lock. You can do G to toggle a green screen in the background. This is how I'm controlling the camera. We have rope labels. This is for when you want to adjust the ropes. You can show the ring or not show the ring. There's a lot you can do. Just interacting with this, I would definitely recommend you sit in here, play around with it. You can bring in arenas. So if you wanted to go ahead and just see how your move would look in certain arenas, you can go for it. JSSW, or you just want to marvel at the arena. Sometimes I like to just come in and look at the arena and just really be like, wow, this is actually pretty nice. So let's say if we wanted to go ahead and set it in the gold standard arena, and we could set a cage around it, and we could also set a briefcase above it. So that shows you that. But then you could also say, let's add in a weapon. So we can go to weapons, add weapon, and let's say we want to add a ladder. And this is literally just to show you an example of what I'm talking about. I'm not, it doesn't actually do anything for the game with the ladder. So we have a ladder here. And weapons, most of them will actually have morphs that allow you to adjust the shape of them. So I could say, let's have an open ladder. And you can see it actually morphs to be an open ladder. So that's pretty cool. And now I have a ladder in the middle of my pose. So if I were to go and let's just say with a ladder, because tutorials, I can save here. And actually, while I'm here, let me show you some other stuff too. We have Ghost, which is something I added right before the game released, which allows you to see other moves. So if we wanted to go ahead and see what the end result of the back kick is going to look like, we can hit back kick 2, and now we have a ghost of our back kick 2, so we can see what it actually looks like at the end result. And we can add as many as we want. We can hit generate, and we can hit clear, and that'll get rid of them. Another thing you can do is rope control, so you can toggle your rope. So let's hit R so we can see which one we're looking at. So we're looking at side 1, which is over here. And with side 1, we can do all of these. So side 1, middle rope, all these different things. You can rotate the rope. And these are per frame animations, so each frame is its own unique entity. So you can have the ropes do different things on different frames, which is pretty cool. I'm trying to see what the last thing I wanted to show you on here was. Reference picture, we go. So you can actually copy and paste an image into here and use it as a reference. So that's another thing that's pretty cool. But definitely play around with this. See what you can create. This is me creating the duck kip up with ladder. Now that I created that move and saved it out, I'm going to go back to my card crafter. And I'm going to swap out duck kip up. Go to my custom poses, go all the way down to duck kip up with ladder. And now you see the move that we have just created. I love that it's showing blood because it thinks it's in the match, so I need to change that. But this is a work in progress, as I said. I appreciate the patience. Like, I'm still working it out. It's a solo thing, so I definitely have a lot of things I can work on. But it's coming along. It's definitely coming along. So many more features in here than were ever in here before. And yeah, I can just save. And if I want to access this card, so let's say I want to add this card to my deck, I have to actually obtain the card first, because you created it does not mean you have access to it. What you actually will need to do is go into the store, loose cards, find it, tutorial kick, nice. And then I'm going to go back to my deck editor. And we are just going to add it to the deck. There it is, tutorial kick right here. So yeah, that's pretty fun. And that is all I wanted to show you. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but a lot of different things you can do inside of that pose creator. So definitely have at it and see what you can create and share it with me, because I love seeing people use stuff that that I've created and create their own content. It's just, mind blowing. I'm out.